So here we are on day number 57. We're going to go through the same thing that we did in yesterday's video. We're going to go over this stuff here. So figure out the daily percentage. And then we're going to go over to the win rate. Okay, so the winners and the losers, looking through the trade history. And I'm going to try and stay on track of doing that in every single video here. And then that'll give you, like, for the people looking at this, you'll get a really good idea of the potential for this, and you can see like 100% it's real and all that kind of stuff, right? So let's shoot on over, and actually the first thing we're going to do is check our wallet here. So we've got to go to that trading pair in spot. Let's just see if our order has sold. No, it hasn't sold yet. So how is the token doing? It's dropped a little bit, but it is maybe not coming back down to where it was. So I think we can get rid of our trend lines here because they're pretty damn old and they played out perfectly. So now we're on a new trend, which is probably an uptrend, which is probably like that. And yeah, so that's what we'd be looking for is I've got my buy too low if that's the new trend. So cancel that. And then the end of this video, I'll set new buys probably around here. If this trend breaks, of course, it's going to break this level here. Obviously, there's a trend there now, right? So we'll come back and we'll do that the end of the video there, because I'm going to do actually, if we do a withdrawal of this right now, then we can, it might be available at the end of this video, because normally it takes like an hour, and sometimes I end up doing these videos for an hour and then editing them down to 10 minutes or whatever. But first, we need to do this one, because it makes it very confusing if I'm doing withdrawals within the video when I do that. So we're going to need to switch accounts here, go to the sub account. Sometimes that's quicker. There you go. So there's its trades there, and it's on the 5-minute chart. So like that. So it's been doing pretty good today. Maybe a bit below average, I'll say, is the result today, because it made pretty much 17 bucks, right? So let's go. Let's figure out this stuff. So there's our number, which we're going off today. And I did do a withdrawal, so we have to minus the withdrawal from yesterday's number, which that's my commissions withdrawal. The withdrawal will be over here somewhere. There it is right there. So I withdrew $26.53. So we got to minus that from yesterday's number. So it's day number in the video there. Okay. So this number here, so 4904.90. So I'll just go 4904.90 minus this number 2653 is the withdrawal. And then every day when I'm buying tokens, this is basically how I have to start my video, is figuring out the actual number here. Equals 487834. So I'll just pop that there. Actually, I don't. I can just copy it from above. So then I have to come over here. I have to grab this, pop this in here, grab this number for here. That goes there. And then this number here is just what's in the back office over here. So 4894. We'll just refresh the page just in case, because you never know. Maybe it's doing a trade. Okay. 4894.13. 4894.13 is that there, and then I click on this, and then it should give me my profitability is 1576. That seems a little less than the number I have in my account. 17. So it's almost there. So actually, in reality, like, this is 100%. That's how much it's made, 17 bucks. Since I did this video here, because in this video I did a withdrawal in the video, and you know, it was 0 at the end of my video, right? So you can see it's a little bit off, but meaning that it would just be like maybe 0.36 is the actual result of today. But we'll just go with 0.32 because that's what it's telling me here. But the difference there is $1.20 or something like that, $1.30, right? Which, you know, is a big difference when you're considering like 0.0 something, right? Okay, so anyways, we'll use that number there, 0.32, because that's what the math gave us. And we will go back over here. And actually, no, we'll go here. We'll go to trade history, and then we'll go through this next thing. Okay, so this is the next thing we do in the video is, and we can just use the same grok, this guy here. So we got to figure out the number of trades it did, the number of losses it did, and then that'll give me my win rate over, it would be from the third. So we got to go find the third here, which it's normally on page 5 or 6. There's the third right there. So we have one trade on page 5. So we'll just start this off. So that's a winning trade. This number is greater than this number. That makes it a winning trade. You're probably never going to see a losing trade in here. You're going to see a break-even trade, which would then create a loss because the fee is about $1.20. And the losses we see in here, they're about the price of the fees, right? The trading fees. And I think ever since I've used this, guys, I've only seen about 2 or 3 actual losing trades where the price action difference is like $100 between the buy and the sell. It's always break even. Like the bot, when it breaks even in losing trades, like it's crazy. Okay, so that's nothing there. That was a win, and this is so that's the one we just looked at, which was a gain, right? It's positive. So this is the next trade here, which is another positive gain. This one here, another positive gain. This one here, another positive gain. This one here, another positive gain. And then this makes it difficult because the buy's on the next page, right? So we got to remember 96,122. So 96,1. So that's another positive gain. This guy here is a loss. So that's, once again, guys, you can see the difference in the price is like cents, right? Like we're talking like 20 cents, 21 cents or something like that on something that is $96,000, which my account is trading on 1460, which would be a fraction of a penny, right? A fraction of a cent. So it is the fee that is the, why your account would drop $1 or so, right? When the trade loses. So that's one. And once again, I forgot my pen. So we've got one losing trade there, and we've been through a couple pages. So that's one losing one. This is a profit. This is a losing trade here. So that's 2. Okay. This one here is a profit. And then same thing, we got to go until that trade that's open now closes. We have to go back to the next page. So this is 96. It's in a trade right now, guys. 96,359. And that one's 96,359. So it closed the trade. Okay. Right. So if we go back here, so it closed that trade. So now we can just count this like that's the 96,359 that I just counted there, which this one here is a losing trade. So that's 3 losing trades, right? Yep. And then this one here, winning trade, winning trade, winning trade, winning trade. Next page. Winning trade, winning trade, winning trade, losing trade, okay? Winning trade, winning trade, winning trade, winning trade, winning trade, losing trade. That's a losing trade there. That always catches me off when the first number is different, so that's a losing trade there. So that's 5. Okay, and then we're looking for the second here, and then we just basically stop. And then we'll go back and count the pages, which is always going to be 7 to 8 pages. So this one here is winning, 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 and winning, 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 This should be like around the last page here. Yeah, there's the second there. So this page here did have a second on it. No. Okay, so it's lost 5 trades. So I'm going to actually go put a 5 over here. 5, or you know what? I can just put it right in here. Okay, so the loss is 5. So it lost 5 total trades. And then we've got to go back and we just count the pages. So you can see here, I'm just looking for the 3s, right? The 3rd. Okay, and then today's the 4th. So we stop at the 4th. And then in tomorrow's video, I do the result for the 4th. So that's 1 page, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then this is the page 8, but there's only 1 on this one, right? Which, no, there is not. So 7. Okay, so there's exactly 7 pages, which would be 70 trades, which how we count things is, I know in reality a buy is a trade and then a sell is a trade, but how I count things just so I can make it easier for you guys to understand is like, oh, there's 5 losing trades and there's, you know, whatever, 35 winning trades or whatever. So I would go 7 times 5. Where are we? 7 times 5 would give me the number because we went through 7 pages. And then if we were to count it like this is 1 trade, 2 trade, 3 trade, 4 trade, 5 trade. It'd be 7 times 5 because there's 5 trades on each page. If we count it as a buy and a sell as 1 trade, because that's easier to understand, right? Okay, so we just go 7 times 5. 7 times 5. So it didn't do as many trades as it did yesterday, but it still did a lot of trades. So it did yesterday it did 36 trades. Today it did 35 trades. Okay, and it'll do like, on average, it'll do like 35 to maybe 38 trades is the most you'll ever see it trade. Okay, so 35 to 38. And then if you want to think about it as an actual, like the amount of trades it does, a buy and a sell, it's doing like 70 to 80 trades every 24 hours, right? So 35 is our number. Come over here, and this is going to give us our rate, which is pretty much almost the same as yesterday. It's going to be 0.80 something, I think. 0.85, so it's a little bit less than yesterday's. Yesterday I think was 86 point something, so this is 85.71 is today. So that's the win rate for the trades it did compared to the losing trades that it had. The win rate was 85.71% today, which is pretty awesome. And then we're just going to do the withdrawal here in this video to finish it off. I'm just going to withdraw this here. We'll refresh the page. We'll see what that last trade was, a winner or a loser. So it was a loser there. And then we're going to do a withdrawal. And that's that. 15.45. Hit the withdrawal button. Success. There you go. And then, yeah, I got to switch back to my other account because I'm going to buy the token in the other account. And I'll just explain to the people that are like, oh, why is he doing a withdrawal now in every single video? Before he was doing it once a week type thing. The reason behind that is because the token is so freaking low right now that I think it's like, as you can see here, guys, at the start of the video, I drew this new trend line, right? Before, that trend line was coming down, meaning right now I believe the trend is about to change. Unless this trend line breaks, and we get another drop down here, which would probably be a double bottom, and then it would just come right back up, right? But I think that it's going to find support, and I think that we'll come back up. And I'd rather buy the coin at 0.35, 0.36. I was buying it at 0.34 to 0.35 was my first buys here, but I'd rather buy it down here than to build my account up with my profits and my commissions and stuff, than to go and pay like 0.60 or 0.80 for the coin by the time I'm actually thinking about like buying these, right? So I'm going to focus on getting to this level. I've got, how many of them do I have now? I think 200 and something. Oops. I've got 222 of them right now. I've got another in my balance to buy with. I think I have like $6 or something. Oh, sorry, $38 to buy with right there. And then I just sent over another $16 or so. And that'll get me another 150 tokens, maybe, or more than that, actually. Maybe even close to 200-ish. And then I'll almost be halfway there, guys, to this next level here. So probably, what day is today? Today's Sunday. So yeah, probably by the end of this week, I'll be at 75.25. And then depending on the price of the token, like this is what I'm saying, like next week, it could shoot back up here and we could be at 0.50 for the token. And then I'm not going to buy it at 0.50 because it makes more sense for me to build this amount if the token is that expensive. And then when this gets to like $10,000 to $15,000, then I would start to buy this with my profits, right? But for now, as long as that token is cheap, I'm going to buy it with my profits and my commissions and stuff. And if it's still cheap by the time I'm ready to work on this one, I'll still buy it with my profits and stuff to achieve that, right? Because you think about it, it's you're here. This doesn't cost you anything. Anyone can be here. Like when you first get your $500 bot, you throw $100 into your account to test. You're going to be at 60-40, meaning you're earning 60% of the profits. The company's earning 40% of the profits off your deposit, right? That's how the company makes money, right? And then you build your account up, and then normally what you do is as you're building your account up, and when it makes sense, then you're using your profits to get to these levels so you can earn more. Like you can see, I'm earning 10% more than when I was a week ago because I put myself here a couple days ago. And then this, I'll be earning 15% more than here. And then this 20%, guys, like 20% is a big difference considering I was earning 60%. That's it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Today was day number 57, and we'll see you in tomorrow's video. That's the results we had. 0.32% today. And then the win rate, which would have been for yesterday, was 85.71. I think it was 82% yesterday, right? 85.71 there. Okay, it's pretty damn nice. And I guess we could just look at the title. Yeah, 84.62 was yesterday. So it is about 1% better today than it was, or not today, yesterday than it was the day before yesterday, because this would have been 2 days ago, right? This one here. So that's it from me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And I will see you in another video here. Bye-bye.